Thanksgiving message for this panelist.
Yeah, I thank Dr. Sadagopan sir, I thank Venkat Rangan sir, and Sasikumar sir, and Rajendran sir. Thank you so much for participating in this conference. We are happy and we are grateful to you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think the last session, I think it's going to be an interesting session for all of us. So because everybody would have been born from village and we came to the urban areas and so many of them not turning back what is happening in the rural. But Kalam sir, I think he has seen so much of upgrading thinking in the rural areas and he brought the very big mission on the village sector. It's like a pura, which is very, very important only to concentrate on uh, rural areas, how to provide all the urban amenities what we have seeing in the urban. So he was always like thinking about how to bring up these farmers as well as their various promotional sectors and their livelihood and many more. So we have a very eminent panelist for this, I think, who are very closely linked with our Kalam sir. Also, we are working with his missions, and he even reported in so many books like 3 millions and everywhere. So we have a three eminent panelists. I think one is like my own a guide, I can say, our Ilongo Rangaswamy sir, and he is there as one of the panelists. And second, we have Professor Nallan Ramachandran sir, who is a former vice chancellor of Periyar Maniamma University. And we have a third, Dr. Sethu Kumaran, who is a founder of Sethu Bhaskara Group of Institutions, as well as like Sethu Bhaskara Agriculture College and Research Foundation. So I welcome all the three panelists for this wonderful session. I think this is going to be like one of the eye-opening sessions, can we say, because like the Prime Minister of India and everybody started thinking about how to make a made in India and how to bring back our own traditional culture and traditional activity. And people are thinking, can we able to go back to our rural village and we can able to make some kind of livelihood objectives of products. So definitely, I think that's the people are going to talk about it. So let me welcome all the panelists for this session. And I welcome the first panelist, our Sri R. Ilango Rangaswamy sir. So before he starts, let me give a short profile of him. So rural development, Mahatma Gandhi said that the India lived in village. He wanted village to be developed. While everybody talks on every platform, nobody takes a serious initiative. Here is the story of R. Ilango, a Dalit leader, turns his village into model village in India. Ilongo is a former CSR scientist and former Panchayat president, Kutambakam village, Kundamalli, Tamil Nadu. Born and brought up in Kutambakam village in the adjoining district of Chennai city, was involved in social work right from his childhood. After completing his BTech in Anna University, he joined Oil India and shifted to CSIR as a scientist. His village Kutambakam, with 4 hamlets with more than 50% Dalit population, was always facing a cash clashes. Due to illicit liquor trade, the poor villages was losing money, health, and family relation. Because of his entry, by resigning his position as a scientist from CSIR, he has become a Panchayat leader and he created the Panchayat as a role model Panchayat in the, I can say, in the nation. And moreover, it becomes recognized in the globally also. He is the award winner of so many things, like I can say a few things. He's a Man of the Year award, the Week, and Real Hero award, and much more like Pudya Tilomarai, so many awards he has received. And he is always a mentor, a guider, and he's a close friend of Abdul Kalam sir, who always see about if Kalam sir thought about rural, he strikes with Dr. Ilongo Rangaswamy. So I invite our Ilongo sir for take up the session here. So please here. Sir.
Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
That is the rural-urban divide, sir.
Data connectivity.
Okay.
Rural urban divide. You are absolutely correct. Yeah.
Rajesh, Bala, can you check up what is?
We will check. We'll give him some time. Just 2
Yeah,
minutes.
sure.
We'll-
No problem.
Okay. I think we can start with the next speaker. I think.
No, local Ilangu sir is in mute, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
what
has
I'm
to
thinking.
unmute his phone, maybe. Yeah, his microphone.
Yeah. 1 second, sir. I think I tried his mobile number, it switched off. Okay, I think can we start with the second?
What is this one, Google G? This blank thing, data. I believe that is his thing. Because I saw him a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, he was there. Sudden disappeared.
Okay, go ahead with the next speaker.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead with our next speaker. 1 second. Yeah, we have our Professor Nalan Ramachandran, who was a former Vice Chancellor for Periyar Maniammai College. Also, he is Chief Mentor for Manal Academy of Science and Research, Yentru Technologies, and Kaveri Delta Agro Producer Company Limited, Tanjavur. I think his profile is very lengthy, and he is a part of like Pura project. He brought us Pura as a visionary, and he has implemented in Tanjavur. And he's completed as a PhD from Tamil University on the architecture. And he is like founder vice chancellor of Sandeep University, Nasik, Maharashtra. Also founder vice chancellor of Periyar Maniammai University, Tanjavur. And he was being a principal, vice principal, and many more. He is also former director of Vibgr Graphic Research Center, Chennai, and former vice chairman of Computer Society of Tiruchi chapter, and much more. He has received WEC IEEE IAEP Environment Award and Best Citizen Award in 2000. Also, like Bharat Ratna Shri Vishwasharaya Award 2011 and Best Engineering Award by Institute of Engineering Tiruchi Local Center IEI.
I need more time to speak. Please stop it.
Yes, sir. So I just hand over the session to our Ramachandran sir. So, sir, you can take up the session, please.
Okay, thank you. Very pleasant evening to everybody here. Indeed, it's a very great opportunity to talk in the name of the great technological mentor of mine, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and which is being organized by House of Kalam from Rameswaram and of course Kalam International. Before I take up the session, actually this is an exercise which I have done when I was as almost different capacities as Vice Principal and Vice Chancellor of Periyar Maniammai University, now currently Periyar Maniammai Institute of Science and Technology. Of course, if you see this happening of this, particularly this Pura mission, of course, Tandai Periyar, everybody we know, the reformer of Tamil Nadu, whom Dr. Kalam has got an extraordinary affection and love towards him, because he has addressed in 1944, many of us, we were not there. He addressed, if you see the great man think alike, the slide goes both sides. He addressed on village transformation in 1944, the same concept, the same idea. Of course, Dr. Kalam has addressed as Pura in 2003. That's why we made it as a great man think alike, 1944 and 2003. When I became the principal, the present chancellor and my chairman, Dr. K. Veeramani, has given me a kind of a booklet, Kramapura Sirthirtham. From there, I picked up as a principal of an engineering college. We have started doing some work to transform the villages around the colleges, which are, are surrounded by Vallam campus, that is in Tanjavur district, some villages in Pudukkottai, and one village from Tiruchi district. This is where this work we have been started doing and deploying my own students. If you see the NCC, NSS, Youth Red Cross, Red Ribbon Club, every students who are in the voluntary services are deployed with, of course, we do normally these works, but connect with the Periyar address on Kramapura Sirthirtham, that is the village transformation, we have made various works. After having done with so many years, I once upon, when we come across with Dr. Kalam as a scientific advisor, and we have signed an MOU with the Ministry of Defense. By the time I was sharing this information to our Padma Bhushan, Dr. Sivadana Pillai. Sir, yesterday when I was traveling from Chennai to Delhi, I was reading an article wherein Dr. Kalam was addressing a Pura. That Pura providing urban amenities to rural areas, which we have been deploying and we are implementing almost for 15 years in our campus. When I was talking to him, he said, okay, in that case, then you will have to talk to the president. And I was waiting at his office at DRDO, now Sena Bhavan. Almost 1.5 hours we were waiting. 2 o'clock suddenly call came. Dr. Kalam called me over phone. He was in a meeting, Dr. Pillai, and he allowed me to sit in his office. And Dr. Kalam, I'm Dr. Kalam, is it Ramchandran is there, the Periyar principal? I wanted to talk to him. Then I spoke to him and I was elaborating over phone almost 45 minutes. He was listening, hearing everything. And whatever we have been doing here in Tanjavur with the Periyar Group of Institution and the leadership of Periyar Engineering College, then is a world's women first engineering college, then said, yeah, this is exactly Pura. Then in that case, what I said, you convey to your chairman, Dr. Veeramani, that I will visit and inaugurate this Pura. So this is how this started. And Sir has came and we have, whatever we have done, we have discussed, and me and my chairman, Dr. Veeramani, visited Rashtrapati Bhavan, explained the whole things, and thereby, by the time he was mentioning, this name should be made as a Periyar Pura. So this is how Periyar Pura has come. All the Puras like Chitrakoot and Vasna Pura, Periyar Pura considered to be the work which have been done in all these segments. If you see here, physical connectivity and electronic connectivity, then knowledge connectivity, economic connectivity. I always used to say, if any student or a teacher or a researcher, if they really practice this peak, that P-E-E-K, they will go to the peak, P-E-A-K. So that is the stuff normally I used to say. And as a principal, I was little even raising my voice while the educational aspects were discussed. The reason is, if every institutions, now Dr. Kalam was telling, we have 6 lakhs plus villages are there as of now. 6,000 Puras are required. And more than 7, this Pura corporation should be there. So like that he was addressing. And here in this concept, sir, we have tamken about 65 villages, which are primarily located in the part of Tamil Nadu. Of course, this is where the Periyar Maniamma University now. Surrounded villages we have taken as a model, and we have started working this as a Periyar Pura villages. And what we have done, the mission of Pura is identifying, addressing the socio-economic needs of the villages. At first, this is what we have been doing. Sustainable use of natural resources and energy, whatever it is locally available. Then providing infrastructure, facility like housing, roads, physical infrastructure. Then dissemination of technical know-how and do-how. Because being the technological institution, having ITI, diploma, engineering, arts and science, pharmacy, all our institutions, technology, everything we have taken and placing them for the local needs and public need, and enhancing the knowledge and skills of the children, right from the school children. Our own students go there, sit in their villages and teach them. Then, by the way, women empowerment, those who are unemployed, underemployed, educated rural women, we also created one concept called Power, Periyar Organization for Women Empowerment and Renaissance, whereby more than 60,000 women are enrolled and given complete skill training. Now Skill India is there. In those days, we have given skill training, and we have taken facilities from state and central government, and done many things for women, for their livelihood and for their economic empowerment. And of course, coming to the farmers, we also made good agricultural practices of farmers. Of course, though we do not have agri colleges, we have connected with Tamil Nadu Agri College and local agricultural stations, R&D institutions, and we used to bring them experts, connect the farmers, and that is where even our own technological students and agricultural scientists, they join together, work for their well-being. And of course, if you see this Periyar Pura village profile, then physical connectivity. I have told you what is Periyar Pura village profile all about. It was almost 65 villages. And what are the activities we have undertaken under physical connectivity? Then electronic connectivity, knowledge connectivity, then economic connectivity. These are the 4 connectivities Ayya Kalam used to address even in the Target 3 billion. If you read the book, every administrators and every youngsters who are in this session must read Target 3 billion, a book written by APJ Abdul Kalam sir as well as Mr. Stephen Paul Singh. So these Target 3 billion books published by the Penguin Publications, all must read, so that you will completely understand exactly what the future 21st century is look for. Of course, post-COVID is equally given an opportunity, self-sustainability. So this project also more of a self-sustainability. Of course, Professor Sadagopan was telling about migrating the people from city to rural. On the other hand, Pura addresses not stopping the migration from rural into city. So that was the concept. But because of this pressure, because of this virus present situation, now from city to they are bringing many things from city to rural. Rural is very safe, but their livelihood is very, very stake. With this, our intention, Pura major intention is stopping the migrant laborers migrations from rural into urban to minimize the loading, to make sustainable development. Then what is our future plan? So these are all the quick activity. Maybe I'll circulate before the honorable members of this August audience. The Periyar Pura villages, as I told you, there are 67 villages in 3 districts. Pura villages profile we have taken, and what are the tanks available, crops, what are they do, what are the population, how many farmers, what is the housing style, all those things we have done. And this is where the evolution of Pura, we have started, this is Periyar, I told you, 1944, he addressed on rural transformation, and slowly we have taken up various works, and finally up to Kalam. If you see, there are 6 times, Honorable, our former President of India, 6 times has visited the Vallam campus, because the attraction is nothing else other than the Pura. So very first time when he visited, almost he gave me for 20 minutes presentation. In my presentation, almost 1 hour has gone. So 8,000 students are waiting for his inaugural of Periyar Pura. So that is where always Dr. Kalam, anything he says, he will ask 100 questions. Unless we answer 100 questions, you won't believe anybody. Of course, friends, everybody knows it. At the same time, that is where you will ask question, give the solutions accordingly you are. That is how all our students, all our staff minds, everything completely transformed, and the whole campus, not only my engineering college, but also my sister institutions, my polytechnic, pharmacy, Trichy teacher training college, everybody in this mission was working very well. And this is the physical connectivity in terms of, de-addiction. Now you know how the taskmaster has gone up to even the Supreme Court, even during the post-COVID. So our people are very much, addicted. So we have conducted de-addiction, HIV/AIDS, because we have a hospital here in our campus, with the doctors, local Tanjavur Medical College, roping everybody. All this medical campaign we have been doing all those things. Even once when Dr. Kalam visited the campus, even he demonstrated the telemedicine, tele-education by Wi-Fi network, not today, in 2003. When he first time a president of India who visited a village called Muthuvira Kandiyanpatti, close to almost from Tanjavur is about 20 kilometers. It's an interior village. There are 50,000 farmers and women, rural people. They were coming with bullock carts, almost like like very big festivals in a temple. They all visited, and the Kalam who visited and saw and almost conquered the minds of people. That is where these even our students, according to their program, this is MSW students, what they can do as a master of social work. Those students, they go and meet the concerned villagers, farmers. They do psychological treatment. They also educate. They collect details. They do social economy survey. So like that, every student, if it is a civil engineering students, they go and discuss with their irrigation plan and irrigation implementation, even sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation, whatever do is not a question of mere theoretical. My dear friends, I think our honorable former Vice Chancellor Viswanathan sir knows that whatever we have been doing, and we have established everything in our campus. Anything you ask, for instance, renewable energy, not today, in 96, renewable energy, anything you ask, alternate energy, everything is, even today, they are all functional, working in the campus. That is why we educated the teachers, we educated the children, and we have given importance. What is the importance of villages? What is the importance of the technology? Why we are studying? What it makes, change? That is why we brought the changes. And if you see the physical connectivity, the various activities, this all happened until 2017 when I was Vice Chancellor. The current data, now the present persons are, carrying it out continuously. Since yesterday, Mr. Salim called me and you should talk. Dr. Pillai was suggested Ramchandran should speak on Periyar Pura. That's why I'm just using this data and I'm showing how many patients are really treated from the villages. We had permanent hospitals, and we also had a mobile hospital. In a bus, we developed everything. Bus goes to every villages and they meet the people and do this, needing. That's why we have worked. And physical connectivity, if we see the beneficiaries, free eye camp, general, of course, these are connected with the medical camp. You can see even coming to the, health aspects, and we also established a Childline nodal organization. 1098, everybody knows Childline. That also we established. Whatever schemes available in the state government, central government, every schemes are live and live wire. Even today they are working. And even 16% of the total children beneficiaries of the 343 cases in the district we identified in the Periyar Pura villages. And they are in tandem, they work with the local superintendent of police and other service organizations. And physical connectivity in terms of, various, as I told you, the power means Periyar Organization for Women Empowerment Renaissance. Through that women, what are the things we have done? If we see the medical camp, then water sanitation, child care, and entrepreneurship development, then small help self-help groups. In those days, self-help groups are very popular for both men and women. AIDS awareness, various activities have undertaken in this. And then village development plan. We have again taken the NABARD. They given some sanctioned money. Based on that, there are about 5 villages, namely Manayaripatti, Sengipatti. These villages have taken and studied and come out with their problems and solutions. Similarly, the village development plan. So these are all, supported by NABARD. Even today it is available. The only thing is, our issue is that Government of India and Government of Tamil Nadu, they both put together, try to pump these inputs only to the universities. There are about, as of today, there are about 935 universities. There are about, 40,000 colleges and 3,000 engineering colleges. all students, if they practice this, what is known as the, the rural development program or rural transformation, the so-called rural transformation, now it is a smart villages, smart cities. Of course, Pura becoming the SPM urban mission. So in this mission, if we put all the educationists and faculties as a part of the extension and research, if you do extension, you will come with a problem. If we have the live problem have 100 solutions and lot of publications. I tell you, this is where our research we should emanate. Otherwise, problems lie separately in rural India. Problems lie separately in industries, and problems are, were spoken in length with various slides, presentations, hours together, end with no solutions. But if you do sincerely this is a model developed, even out of target 3 billion books, out of 300 pages, Ayya Kalam has spared 30 pages for Periyar Pura. You read. So that is why we have done, and this is what you are seeing. And coming to the physical connectivity, repairing their houses, renovating their body.
Sir, 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I will quickly finish. This is an electronic.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I understand. Electronic connectivity. All the villages were connected with, Wi-Fi, and even we have been teaching children literally from my own campus. And of course, due to the paucity of time, so many data are there. Then electronic connectivity, again, the students, ham radio we were practicing, and we have our own, these networks with the villages, FM radio, all those things we have done. Of course, whatever the knowledge connectivity through this education, training, bringing them here and forth, finally, of course, somebody, I think Professor Ismail was talking about vermicompost. This, we have established a vermicompost unit. More than 10,000 farmers are given hands-on training. Even today, they are doing almost 50,000 tons in a month. What is the concept? Waste is wealth. Even taking any waste, we are converting into a vermicompost. Even we have taken Tanjore Corporation waste, and we established a biomethanization plant wherein 100% methane gas is extracted, 100 kilowatt power generation is done out of gas, and the sludge goes to vermicompost. Worms are growing like anything. So whereby the local waste becoming the wealth. That's why the energy segment. Similarly, if you see bakery, bamboo cultivation, coir product, even bamboo, almost 10 acres of bamboo cultivation we have done in the campus itself. The whole campus, if anybody you visited, you will come to know it is almost like a forestry, agroforestry. It is a completely denuded land, waste land. We are converted into oasis that. And then moving to the further knowledge connectivity, that is what we have shown is all agro-based. This is all engineering-based. We have converted, 6 women welders. 6 women, first welder in the country. Even CAA priced, and they have taken up to Thailand for awards. These are local child only who are 10th failed, 8th failed. They made us welders, and they were all got married. They are all settled in foreign countries. Similarly, fitter, carpenter, all those things, even CNC training in those days, CAT Turner, like that, all these kind of training we have done. This is what is called the knowledge connectivity. Once the knowledge connectivity, then economic, these connectivities are given, electronic connectivities are established. Finally, it comes to the, what you call your economic connectivity. So that is what we have done. And if we see these value additions done, even during the what you call the tsunami almost major havoc like COVID virus. You see these tiles we have created, many kuppams, villages, we are given hands-on training, and they were also even the sustainable livelihoods are established. And economic connectivity, friends, once if you establish physical, and once if you establish electronic, the media, once if we establish knowledge, automatically economic connectivity is the sprout. That is the concept of Pura. Of course, that is where many things we have done in a phased manner. One such things I wanted to tell you, this Pura made the rural women who were employed with tailoring. They were working with, JETRO, Japan External Trade Organizations they visited even up to, Japan, and whereby these products are being sold, and those kind of work also we have done during this, in this Periyarpura mission. Of course, by seeing various activities, now many ministries, many secretaries, many departments, they used to work with us. We also, work with, BHEL, Belsia, all, what we do, we take the unemployed youth who are breaking the street lights at their villages. We call them here and give them as a welder and deploy them in BHEL, Belsia sub ancillary units. That is where their economy is established, their livelihood is established, and the program was very successful. So finally, the NSS, they get award. Even I tell you, one of our Pura student, because of she is thoroughly a NSS student, I also made every student should work 200 hours compulsory during the course of studies. Though they are completing their degree, if they are not completing 200 hours in extension, NSS, any of the work, a degree will be withheld. That is where I made it after I became the Vice Chancellor. And I tell you, because of that, one of our students who became an IAS officer, so happened in the personal board, the question were asked on Pura, and she was master in Pura. And almost she became an IAS, now serving in Chennai. So that is why Pura is really making lot of things. It should be complex. That is where we will have to do it. And special camps we continuously do. Area under cultivation we also made studied. And education, skill training, environment. These are all the future plan we have done. Of course, whatever IAS says in 21st century, these all we have done during our course of work. My dear friends, our partnering institution, always collaboration and partnering institutions and state institutions, central institutions, state departments, central departments, of course, state government, central governments, almost all in put together industries. If you work this, definitely I tell you, the whatever local talents, whatever the local resources can be made full employment, and they become a liability into asset. That is what the concept of Pura. Even by doing our work, ministry, finally they called us. I even addressed for all the secretaries of Government of India before SP RPM start. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Urban Mission. I was invited as a speaker about addressing this Pura concept. I addressed there in, Delhi, and educated them what we have done. In fact, what we have done here as a university, as a college, and how this entire Pura gamut, how many Kalams are visited 6 times. I made it by seeing that the secretary from Gujarat, they called me again, and Gujarat also started similar work, and I addressed all the secretaries in state government of Gujarat. Friends, by the time I visited one village called Punsari, even you can see now, Punsari village in Gujarat. Gujarat. They are the model village.
Sir, we have another 2 speakers. Sir, we are not going to speak. We have another 2 speakers.
I am finishing. So that Punsari village, you can just Google it. It's a model village, because what I am telling you, the leader, whether institution or a village or any administration, whosoever sits at the top of the brass, if they take lead things in the properly, possibly everything is possible. That is the answer from me. I think over which any questions, anything comes, I can always interact with them. I can work with them. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I always thank Ayya Kalam's family. I will be the part of the family. I will work with as a family for making India as a prosperous nation and a global nation. Thank you very much.